Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we'll talk about healthcare. If we are really going into under the bull economy bull cycle, then the time is here. Because every time when the bull market cycle is going towards the end, the governments and policies will tend to benefit and tend to spend more in the healthcare. That is something that happens in every single bull market cycle. So if that's really the case, it will happen right now. So we talk about the healthcare because we may heard of this guy, Paul Vilser. He's the one who talked about the fourth revolution with the big data that we're talking about right now. And that happened to be really right, really correct, right? And he has mentioned the fifth wave of the revolution is called the healthcare revolution, which we'll talk about now and also next week. So urgently, we have something that we have to fix right now. Because after the baby boom, they're right now the age between 50-ish and 72 years old. So now it's something that we have to take care of now. But there are a few problems. Because right now, we still complain healthcare is still not the main focus of the government, especially from Obama. He has launched Obamacare, which Donald Trump keeps on saying that is such a failure. And Donald Trump has mentioned about how the industry, the medical and the healthcare industry is controlled by the monopolies, such as some kind of big companies. They're selling the drugs with huge markups, especially they have patented drugs, right? So that is something that he's trying to fix. So that's why he call out Obama saying that Obamacare is a failure. So right now, as a Chinese, we understand this medicine, right? It's some kind of herbs. It's some kind of something that will soothe your coughing and itchiness. That's it. It's not urgent, something you should take when you have fever, right? But it's been sold online with a cost of a staggering $50,000 per bottle, right? That is something really ridiculous, but it reflects a reality of a supply and demand mismatch and the pricing mismatch in the United States. That is something that has to be fixed right now. So if we are looking at the spending in the net Medicare in 2016 and 2017, the United States is only spending around $600 billion per year. That's only roughly about 3% per GDP. That is something in the revolutionary cycle will change, because not only the amount will inflate according to inflation, but the debt and the portion against the GDP will also raise. For example, it should be 6 to 10% of the GDP spent in the healthcare, because without health, there's no economy, right? That is something that is pretty devastating. But that shows a potential growth of double, if not triple, in the next 10 to 20 years. That is something that we're experiencing right at the start of the exponential growth of this industry. It's not like big data, right? We are enjoying the ride in the middle or maybe late of the booming, right? But this is beginning of the booming of healthcare. If it has to happen, it has to happen right now. So we understand that Warren Buffett and also the Amazon Jeff Bezos, they're also putting their noses in this area. They're doing healthcare and medicine. But right now, the situation of monopoly is not going to change right now, because it's monopolized by the biggest and the second biggest company. For example, we are talking about this company. According to the market cap, this is the second biggest market cap in the United States. But if you understand stock picking a little bit more, it's a better company for us to invest, right? This is something that we have to think about. Is it monopoly? If they have to do business, they have to mark up. But if they mark up too much, it's this ethical problem. So we have to think about that. But in terms of business, we have to look at CVS Health. You have to understand the West is different from the East. Because for example, in Hong Kong, Malaysia, in Singapore, when you go into the clinic, they more or less will hold the drugs already in their hands. But in North America and in America, it's more or less after you see the doctor, they will have prescription and you go to the drugstore, we call the pharmacy. That is exactly the company we understand. That is really big. Okay, they hold the companies, they have walk-in clinics, they have the outsourcing part, they have everything about drugs and healthcare, right? So look at the technical analysis. When is the best time for us to kick into and to buy this stock if we want to invest in this company? So right now, it is experiencing a double bottom, so we can try, if the stock price is going to hit $65.60, we can try buying it. But as long as it is breaking below this level, you should cut loss. But the first target, we should aim for $75.8 per share, and then if it breaks above it, the target will be $83.9 per share. We can look at it. And the second company, yes, is Amazon, right? Because you will say that you sell batteries, you sell drugs, right? But what if for the drugs that need prescription, right? No problem. Ever since last year, November, they have got prescription. Just like a clinic and pharmacy, they can sell prescriptive drugs right now on their platform. And because of the big data, because of the logistic, and just missing the plug-in of the apps and big data, right? If that is successful, whenever you feel sick, the app and the technology will tell you that you are sick before you know that you are sick. And then before you understand that you are sick, they choose the drugs, you press the button, the drugs is right in front of you right now. So about when is the best time for Amazon, or is there any chance for you to sell it? I would just say ignore it, just buy it and hold it. As long as you're really afraid, yes, no problem. I would suggest you to set lower to $12, $21 per share to cut loss, for the stock price to have a bit room to fluctuate so that you can hold it for a longer term. So if you never invested in this stock, I'm not sure why, because I've talked about Amazon for more than 1 year. At that point, it's around $800, $900 per share, right? So if you're lucky enough, the stock price is going back down to $13.30 per share, you can buy the stock, right? So the first target is $15.35. And the second target should be $16.75. If the earning report is announced already, so if you are really legit and sincerely want to invest this stock for 1 year, I think the fair value should be around $1,600 to $2,000 per share without a problem. So that is something that really should be inside your portfolio, so you can take advantage of the bull market and also to protect yourself against the inflation, right? That is exactly, I guess, why you're listening to this channel, and exactly my own reason to be inside this industry, because the only reason is to protect my wealth, to have a steady income, to protect against the inflation, and then to protect my quality of life in the future, right? So if you agree of this movement, or if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also share this video to your friends. Leave me comments if you have any questions or any suggestions that you want me to talk about. So if you want me to talk about the fifth revolution of the biggest healthcare in the human mankind history, you can give me thumbs up and share, so that I understand you want me to talk about this in the next video, or else I can spend the time elsewhere to study something else, right? So I'll wait for your thumbs up and also your shares, right? I'll see you next time. Investing made easy. Goodbye.